Hello. Day 14, and we're going to restore. Nice restorative little movement practice for you here. Keith's already here, restoring, rejuvenating, just chilling. If you have a block, then use one. If you don't have a block, you can just grab like a pillow or a rolled up towel. And if you don't have any of those things, it's not that important. It's just a nice little option for one of our postures today. So make sure you're nice and warm, because we're not going to be getting hot and sweaty today. But that's not to say this isn't as important. Sometimes it's so easy to think, I want to get slimmer and toned and blah blah blah, and all that stuff is great, and I obviously encourage that, but also just taking care of some conscious rest to take care of your mind, body in a way that isn't sleep and isn't movement is also really important. Conscious rest. So we're going to do a bit of that today. Let's start down on our backs. This way, Keith. So lie down, take a hold of your legs. And today's all about feeling nice and comfy and good in the postures. So if you feel like you want to change it up slightly to what I'm doing, then just use me as a guidance, but really urge you to listen to your body. So start by hugging the legs in. They can be together or wide. Mine are a little bit wide. Take a little sway. Tuck your chin slightly so that your neck is long, so your spine's lovely and long and straight and supported. Notice how supported your back is. And breathe. Maybe find some stillness. Maybe close the eyes and really breathe into your lower belly. Feel how your torso rises to meet your thighs. Notice if you're subconsciously gripping maybe in the hips here, allow them to soften, relax, using your arms to keep the legs in place. Soften the shoulders, the face, all those areas we tend to tighten up in between the eyebrows. If the ankles or feet feel tight, maybe give them a little circle one way then the other here. And notice how you can really start to release the muscles in the back. Let them go, let them release. The earth will come up to meet you. Always, always, always just let go. Totally safe to relax. From here, take hold of the outside of the soles of the feet. And we're going to draw our knees towards our armpits. So it might not look the same as my shape. You're going to start to feel a nice opening maybe in the hamstrings, IT bands, also maybe in your lower back. So just gently hugging knees down towards armpits, and then start to gently resist. So kicking your feet just gently here up towards the ceiling as you peel your tailbone towards the bottom of the mat. That's where the magic comes in. So you're really opening gently, but lovely opening in the lower spine and in the hips here. Breathing deep. And what does your body want to do? Does it want to be still and enjoy the stillness? Or do you want to take a little rock from side to side? The right thing to do is what your body tells you it wants to do. Breathe. Expanding on an inhale, finding some softness on an exhale. And slowly release the arms. Take your left ankle over your right thigh, both feet flexed here. Loop the hands down. If you're really tight in the hips, you might want to just keep your right foot on the floor and gently put pressure on that left thigh. Otherwise, looping the hands, gently draw the legs in towards you. Keeping the feet flexed, that will help protect the knees. Soften through the back and shoulders, tuck the chin. Breathing here deep into that left glute, that left hip. Finding an opening here. And again, that feeling of gently peeling your tailbone to the bottom of the mat as you use your arms to draw the legs towards your chest is going to open up even more the lower back, the hip, get a little release there. So breathing deep. So we're just starting to open areas that we tend to hold tightness so that we can really ease into a little relaxation at the end of this. We're not doing this for long today, so bring the breath to everything you do. Optimizing every position, you will reap the benefits. And the more you're feeling like, oh, I'm twitchy, I want to move, I want to jump, I want to do this, I want to do that, well, the more you need to do this. And I am one of those people. So breathe. One more breath here. Nice. Slowly release. Arms and legs a shake if that feels good. Right ankle over left. Again, flexing the feet, keeping them active to protect the knees. Oh, I'm tight on this side. Keep that right knee edging away from you as you use the arms to draw the left leg towards you. Keeping that shape. And peeling our tailbone towards the mat. Watch if you've gathered any tension here in the neck, the shoulders. Let that go. We don't need that. Listen to your breath. Bringing lovely oxygenated breath to all the muscle groups. As you inhale fully and exhale and let go. 2 more breaths here. Keep noticing. Notice sensations. Notice how you're feeling. And then slowly releasing. We're going to put our feet, soles of the feet down on the floor. Grab your block if you have one, or pillow, or whatever you've got. And we're going to allow the shoulders to go under the chest. Soften this area. And then just peel your tailbone up and place something just under your lower back where it feels comfy for you. So it's between the top of your bottom, it's where your coccyx is. Top of your bottom and your lower back. Now, depending on your flexibility and how you're feeling today, you might want to go a little bit higher. Some of you, if you've got a block, might want to come all the way up here to get a really nice opening through the body if that feels good, or otherwise just keep it just off the floor. If you haven't got a block, you can do this without and lengthen your tailbone towards the backs of the knees. Wherever you are, we're relaxing the belly, feeling that opening across the chest. Palms up if you like. Keep the neck long, so chin to chest. And wherever you are, bring the breath. Breathing deep, right the way to your perineum. And then exhale fully. So as you do this, close the eyes. Imagine your breath going all the way to the base of the pelvis, to the perineum. And as you exhale, see that breath in any way that works as a visualization for you. See that breath coming up through the spine and out through your third eye, in between the eyebrows. And again, breathing down deep to the pelvis. Breath does a little somersault and exhaling up through the spine, out through the third eye, in between the eyebrows. Keep it going. Stick with that visualization. Softening the face, the shoulders, the spine. Visualizing the breath. Going into the pelvis, somersaults all the way, shoots up through the spine and out through the middle of the eyes. Couple more moments here. Notice the soles of your feet on the ground. Can you soften the back of the head, the neck anymore? The shoulders? The fingertips and the toes. And then slowly, as you're ready, push into the feet to lift the hips, release your block. Wherever you are, take it slow. Take it down towards the mat. Relaxing as your back touches the mat, and allow the knees to drop to the side as the soles of the feet come together. Let's take one hand to the belly and one gently to the chest, to the heart space. Gentle pressure with the hands. Feel the warmth of the palms of the hands as you inhale. Belly rises, chest expands. Exhale, feel the hands softly lower. Stick with that. Notice if you're gripping anywhere. Back of the head heavy, shoulders heavy and relaxed, melting down in towards the mat. If anyone's feeling really tight in the hips here, you can always put a cushion under each thigh. Just here for about a minute as we breathe deep. Releasing any tension in the hips. Soften. Allow the legs to be heavy. Belly is soft. Gentle pressure with the palm of the hand in the chest area, helping to release some oxytocin, the feel-good hormone, into the body. Soften the face. And really, again, watch your breath. Just observe yourself, nothing else. What are you noticing? Find areas to soften, find things to let go of. Slowly release the arms, coming onto one side. And this time we're going to roll over onto our belly. And take your hands, and move real slow here, take your hands under the shoulders, gently pushing into the tops of the feet, which are hip distance apart, and your pubic bone, as we draw the shoulder blades down and together at the back, and then lifting your chest slightly into a little Sphinx pose. Now, if you want something softer than this today, you can bring the hands forward, which I'm going to do, keeping the elbows under my shoulders, and just stay on the forearms. And breathe. So draw the shoulders back, no tension in the neck, so don't overlift the head here, neck is long, an extension of the spine. Gently, gently pressing into your pubic bone and the tops of the feet as you breathe into the front body. Notice that space, that gentle opening between your navel and your throat. And we're just gently, gently watching, following the breath, stimulating our parasympathetic nervous system here. Listen to the breath. Gently pushing into the forearms, keeping the chest open. And then melt it down. Bring the hands down, rest your forehead on your hands and completely relax the upper and lower body. Big toes touch, heels drop out. Breathe into your belly here. Totally let go. And while you're lying here, do a little body scan. So start at the crown of the head, work all the way down to your toes. Just visualize it in any way that feels good to you. Visualizing each part of the body and checking in, making sure you're not gripping anywhere, finding areas to soften, to let go on your exhalation. Sometimes we can grip or hold on to things that we don't need and we don't even know we're doing it. So just scan, check in. Keep the breath smooth. And then when you're ready, using the hands, we're going to push up. We're going to take the toes to touch and the knees wide. Done this one before. Reach the fingers forwards, melt the chest down, down, down. Forehead goes down. Big inhalation, expand. Exhale, sigh it out. Letting go. Resting here. Surrendering everything. Letting go of anything you can't control. Let it go. Feeling your whole body as one as you inhale and expand, and everything softens on an exhale. How relaxed can you get in this posture? Just here for another couple of breath cycles. Make them count. and slowly rolling up. Coming back onto our side, we're going straight back down onto our back for our final posture. So make sure you're nice and warm. Let's take Shavasana, which we do corpse pose at the end of a yoga class. But you can do it at the end of anything or any point. Get comfy. If you're more comfy on your side or your front, then go for it. But otherwise, get some space between the legs. Palms up or on your belly. Shoulders under the chest. Neck is long. Scratch, itch, wiggle. Do whatever you need to do. We're only going to be here for a couple of minutes. Just want you to really experience conscious rest. So take a big breath in. As you exhale, let everything go. Nice. Close your eyes as you're ready. Try and allow your body to be as heavy as you can make it. So you're melting down, 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 down to the ground. Notice the parts of your body that are in contact with the earth, with the mat. And notice, although we're moving with the breath, notice that stillness within, whatever that means. Notice that stillness within. Soften the belly. Don't try and shape the breath. Just watch your breath. Notice the quality of air. Notice if it's a deep breath or a shallow breath. Just watch it. Watch the inhale. Watch the exhale. And as the mind wanders, which it inevitably does, bring it back to watching the breath. Be heavy, allowing the whole body to melt into this stillness. And I'm going to be quiet just for a minute, and I really want you to just be, put everything aside for one moment and just do nothing. If the mind wanders, just bring it back to the breath. And then gently bring the palms of the hands together and take your thumbs to the third eye. And allow this action, and don't worry if you haven't done this before, to just encourage you to look inwards. So physically, metaphorically, either way, bring the eyes inwards in between the eyebrows, keeping them closed, and look in. You might see colour, you might notice how you're feeling. Just go inward, which is brave, isn't it? Go inward. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? When you're ready, rolling onto one side, just for one cycle of breath. And then slowly, slowly pushing up to a seated position, and just take a moment just to sit. Again, just notice. And if practicing relaxation or stillness isn't something you normally do, and you're kind of like, well, why am I doing this? You know, I go to bed, that's when I relax. We're so much more intuitive than we give ourselves credit for. And by practicing listening to our physical state, our body, and the things that our subconscious can tell us, which is something I've done so much in the past 12 months, and it's been hugely beneficial. By doing that, we learn so much more about ourselves and what we need and how to heal ourselves and just keep ourselves in a really good place mentally as well as physically. So urge anyone and everyone to practice a little relaxation. If you can do a couple of minutes each day, then amazing. Thank you for this, and I will join you tomorrow for another daily challenge. Lots of love, take care, and let me know how you got on with this.